Happy Sunday, everyone. We're back and we are going to estimate a column, concrete column. Okay, so last time we have discussed about the footing and today, the column. So here again, the format. And as we have known last time, and let's read the note. Edit only on highlighted blue cell. Okay, applicable only for columns with height less than 6 meters. We can only edit the blue cell, but here I have programmed that this green cell we can edit here too because we are discussing just the column. So, but if we're going to link or if ililink ko to the footing details sa our footing last time, so di na to kailangan i-input. But just for today's discussion, kailangan natin inputan mo to. Okay, so we need for the concrete, to estimate the concrete for column, we need this, the length, width, so the height of column from top of footing to beam or roof beam, because we're going to estimate just a ground floor building. Okay, so the number of columns, of course. So we can get this data from here, our source, our plan. So the length and width, I'm talking about this because this is the column, this is the footing, and this is just our column. So our column, we have the length and width sa kabila naman na side. We have this 0.20 meters. So we can just input here 0.2 meter and the width because it's a square, so 0.2. So at the height, ang height po we can here from top of footing, this is what I'm talking about, this is here from top of this to the roof beam. So we don't have the plan, so just imagine that this line here is the top of the gravel bedding, and this is the top of the flooring, the ground floor. So from here, top of the ground floor, let's assume that the height from this floor line to the roof beam, top of roof beam is 3 meters. Okay, how can I edit this one? So from here to ang tuwid naman to the roof beam, so top of roof beam, so roof beam, roof beam, so top of roof beam is, let's assume this is 3 meters, and this is finished floor line. Okay, nakikita niyo sa plan if else. So finished floor line, so 3 meters, and let's assume that this floor is 0.10 meter, and so this gravel bedding is 0.10 meter also. So from the top of our footing here, we have the 0.7, then you just need to input equals, then 0.7 plus this 0.1, 0.1, and 3. So 0.1 plus 0.1, it's the same, plus 3, yun po. So ito po yung height of our column. So now we're done with the height. So the number of columns. So from here, let's go to the number of columns, so to the foundation plan. So makikita nyo sa foundation plan. if how many footing or column are there with the same dimension. With the same dimension, huh? So for this, okay, we have F1, C1, so it's all the same. So let's just count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 here, 22. So 22, okay. If one footing 1, column 1. So column and footing are the same, 22. So yan. Let's just wait for the computation. Let's proceed to the RSB, the column at main bars. So column at main bars here. So you can see this pointed here. So meaning 4 12 mm vertical bars spaced at shown with 10 mm ties spaced at nawala. So, basta 4 12 mm. So, input nyo lang dito sa bar size of main bars is 12. The number of bars in one column, this 4, input 4, and then the hook length. Ang hook length is this here. Ito po. Ito yung may dito, ito, yung portion na to. So, you can see or you can check your general notes sa mga plano. So, i-check nyo doon kung anong formula ng hook length sa plano in a specific plan. So, you have to check your general notes. So, for this example, we have to use 0.3. Okay, 0.3 meters. And then the column lateral ties. The lateral ties are these. Ito yung nagbigis sa 4 na vertical bars. So, here, ito pala yun. 10 mm yung gamit at 2, yung dalawa daw is spaced at 50 mm and then ang 4 is spaced at 100 mm and the rest are in 200 mm. So you have just the input here, under the column lateral ties, the bar size of tie bars is 10 mm here, this, and then spacing. So spacing in millimeters. So 50 and pieces per spacing. So nakalagay dalawa for 50 mm. So 2 and then we have to input the 4 and the partner spacing is 100 mm and the spacing for the rest is 200 mm and this is pieces per spacing or rest. So you don't need to input anything here kasi hindi mo alam kung ilan. Kasi i-divide mo pa yon sa whole height ng column. So let this programmed Excel compute that. So here we need another hook width. Hook width. What we mean by that was this. Example, di ba ganito yung yung column natin. So, and here are our bars. Okay. Ang gubot na, no? It's chaos. It's really messy. So here we have the lateral ties. It's hook like this. So the hook we're talking about is this hook, this here. So again, check your general notes ng plan. Under reinforcing steel bars, nandun yung formula ng hook and the minimum hook. So for this example, we just need to 0.63 meter because we're using meters here. It's 63 mm. Okay, so now the rest will just compute itself. After those input we did, we just have to look it here, summary of quantities. The volume of concrete is this, and the 12 mm we need is this in kilograms, and the 10 mm we need is this, and the tire wires and ordinary plywood for the formwork. So you don't need anything to input here. You just watch it here. So the plywood, the ordinary plywood, or you can use any plywood, marine or what plywood. The 30 sheets. So 30 sheets, we have a note here. It says no need to buy all this number of sheets. If you plan to use the plywood for 3 times, then this quantity should be divided by 3. So, divided by 3, bibili nyo lang is 10 pieces, 10 sheets, di ba? And same with this good lumber or whatever lumber you use, divide nyo lang din to with how many uses you plan to. So, and then the assorted common wire nails. So yung mga pako. Am I pronouncing it correctly? So, 18.02 kilograms. So, yun lang. And then, we're done. Actually, this in green, or you don't need to input here if we have linked it to the footing computations. We have here that 2.2, and if lilink lang natin yun, and number of columns, kasi tapos na tayo dun sa footing, and if 1C1 are the same numbers, so you don't need this to input here, just this height. So this blue one is all you need. Okay, hope my explanation is easy to understand, and until next time. So thank you so much for your precious time learning here.